Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little continuation of my exploration of the My True Ancestry website. So if you remember recently, I did a video where I showed you what My True Ancestry was about, what their website can offer you, and I had the night level package for that. So if you remember, they have different kind of payment options available. So you can get the free version if you just want to try it out and see, you know, your basic results, or you can keep upgrading to different levels to get more and more information and features available. So in this video, I have now got the Odyssey level package. My True Ancestry were kind enough to give me access to that. So that's level 7. And I thought I would just do like a walkthrough and just show you what a level 7 Odyssey package gets you. So before we get started, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell because it really helps out my channel when you do. So just to start, I just wanted to say, if you haven't already watched the first video that I did on My True Ancestry, I highly recommend that you start with that one first. I'll link it above, up there. So you can watch that one first, because that one I go into a bit more depth explaining the features and sort of walking through them a bit more slowly. In this one, what I'm really going to do is just not rush through, but it's just going to be way more of an overview. So it's for those of you who are thinking about getting a more upgraded package, you want to know what the Odyssey level looks like. So this is more for those people. It's a bit more advanced. But I hope that you enjoy it. So let's just cut to my screen and I'll show you what the Odyssey level package gets you. Okay, so here we are back on my ancient populations, and that's just the same. You've already seen that. My ancient samples, the breakdown, sample breakdown, and the breakdown by era. And then, you know, there's the matching samples. So these are all of the matches to the actual burials that they found. But now when I click on each of these, I can also do these little subcategories. So it'll tell me based on each sample, the closest ancient population, the closest modern population, similar samples. So there are other samples that are similar. Haplogroups, PCA ancient, PCA modern, and research link. So when you click on research link, it will take you to like an external paper, a scientific paper or whatever, based on that sort of particular sample. So that's really interesting. If you want to sort of delve deeper into the science of it, or like, sorry, my computer's really slow at the moment. If you want to look more into the actual science of it, if you're a genealogist, a historian, or if you're just a really keen amateur, you can get a lot more out of that. So that's the same for all of those results. So I've got heaps. I kind of scroll down it here, but there are so many, I'm not even going to bother scrolling all the way to the bottom. As you can see, like there's just heaps of them. Okay, so back to this, the top 10 samples by era. I'm pretty sure we could already see these ones with the night sort of pack. It might be expanded on a little, and of course you can click on those little info buttons and get more. The outlier samples. So these are just the most sort of unique matches that you might have. And America samples, which personally I don't have. So then we can look at the deep dive results, and as you can see, you can actually adjust that SNP length to decide how much you want to see, how close matches, or if you want to go broader. And yeah, I covered this a bit in the last one, but you can actually see that now all my results are showing. There's no more sort of hidden ones. So I can see all of my matches here, and yeah, I can see the chromosome matches there. The deep dive breakdown, so it's similar to the other breakdown, but it's the deep dive one, which means that it's a little bit more sensitive. Then there's the chromosome analysis map if you want to get deep into that. And as you can see at the top, there's the options for altering the time period, or any of that, the SNP length. The spider breakdown, once again, so you're getting so much out of this. It's very scientific, it's very deep, it's very interesting. The modern populations, so I've seen that in my past one. And I'll just go down to the next section, the maps. So I'm going to get quite a bit more out of these maps now. This is the time-lapse one, which I could already see before. So it takes you through each period and you can see where your little, where the matches are, which samples. And as you can see, there's different ones, Asia, Africa, Americas, all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, I don't have anyone in Asia, Africa, or the Americas, but if you look at Premium Europe now, you can see it's a much more detailed, sort of closer look at that. So you could play around with that if you wanted to. The Archaeological Europe. So you just get a different sort of way of reading it. And the Deep Dive Europe. Like, honestly, you could just spend all day on this. You could probably spend more than a day on this. Okay, so that's maps. And as you can see, once again, you can alter it to see the sorts of samples you want to. Okay, this regional I don't know how we say this, archaeogenetic. So this is ancient Rome. And it shows where my samples are. And if you look down the bottom, it gives you like explanations, it gives you a little bit more detailed information. You can click on different maps. And once again, it's putting my matches in with these maps and this information. Like, if you're a history nerd like me, just all the explanations down the bottom, just, it gets me really into it. It's really exciting. Okay, and as you can see, there's more coming soon. I'll just go to the next section now, which is the haplogroups. So these are my YDNA matches. Of course, this is done by the algorithm. I don't have YDNA, I don't have Y chromosome, but the algorithm figures it out. So you can sort of look over the different samples. The YDNA deep dive, so those are the more of an educated guess, let's say. The mitochondrial samples. So I actually have done my mitochondrial, whoa, there's a lot there. I actually have done my mitochondrial DNA and I am a H. So as you can see, there's a lot of other different ones as well, but they are very far back in time. So there's those, but the H group being at the top is the biggest by far, and that's probably because I'm a H. So it's picking up on that. And yes, you can play around with it and drag it, which is just quite soothing to watch and play with. That's not the point, but anyway, I enjoy it. Okay, the mitochondrial deep dive. Okay, and back to the YDNA distribution. So you can touch the wheel to look at the matches of that Y haplogroup. I actually think it's interesting that it's giving me such a huge match with this R1 sort of group, because I do have a male cousin who's done his YDNA and that's his group, so I don't know if it's if that's like accurate because of that. I don't know, like Anyway, my mtDNA, and yeah, I'm not a U, but I'm not a U. But yeah, you can just click on the different pieces of the wheel to see the matches in that group. Obviously, like I said, I don't have YDNA for myself, so. Okay, the DNA spotlight. So this Dorset Viking Massacre, this is new, this has only just come up, but it looks like I've got some matches here. This is interesting. So they upload new ones sort of on the regular, so if you get the sort of package, you'll get updates sent to your email telling you when they've got new new people to have a look at. People, what am I talking about? Samples. So yeah, as you can see, you can click through this and it'll give you more background on who these samples are talking about, like what their story is. And other matches, so I can look at the Roman gladiators from York. I already had a look at a few of these in my last video. And as you can see, there's lots of others. So the ones in grey are the ones that I don't match with at all, so I can't really look at those, but maybe you will. The timelines. This is so cool. I love the timelines. It's one of my favorite parts of it. So yeah, just being able to see all of the timeline now with this Odyssey package. Previously there was quite a lot that was sort of blanked out that I couldn't see, but you can once again change how you want to do this. So I've put more samples in there and it's just going to crowd my timeline. That's what it's going to do, but it's all good fun. Hell yeah. Look at that. I don't think I could crowd it too much more, but yeah, you can see all my matches on there. This is the timeline fingerprint. So when you hover over the different bubbles, it'll show you those matches. And the full detailed timeline, which is really great to be able to just browse, but of course it's very long. I'm not going to show you the entire thing, but it's cool. I think honestly the timelines are one of the biggest sort of benefit, well, the maps too. The benefit of upgrading is you can see all of those hidden sort of ones on your timelines, and getting those extra maps was a lot of fun too. So as you can see, this is huge. Like, obviously I can't drag through all this for you, but your own, you'll spend more time on it. PCA plots. So as you can see, it'll put you in the little map. Yeah, you can refresh it. I haven't refreshed mine. So your kit, so it'll compare my kit to other kits that I've done or other groups. Custom. So these 3D ones, you can create a video. I'm not going to do that right now, but yes, you can. Sample analysis, you can alter things to what you want. So yeah, it is very much more advanced than the others. If you're into that level of research, then this is what you want. This is so much fun. Yeah, these are the genetic social groups. And additional features obviously mean that you can upload plenty of kits and you can compare them. Okay, that is about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that it was helpful to you. Please let me know if you've tried My True Ancestry and what you thought of it. Let me know in the comments below, or if you have any more questions or anything, please pop them in the comments too. I really enjoyed using this website. I love My True Ancestry. It's so much fun. Like I said, I'm a huge history nerd and this just totally appeals to the geek in me. So it's just a lot of fun to play with, but also if you're serious about your research, it also has quite a lot of sort of science behind it as well. So it's for those of you who want fun and those of you who want more sciencey stuff. Okay, anyway. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!